Morning students. Today we are going to discussing about system of homogeneous linear equations. So in previous class we completed non-homogeneous linear equations, and in June class we explained some problems based on that one to find unknown values, k value, alpha value, lambda value, like that. Okay, in non-homogeneous equations. Here we are discussing about a homogeneous linear equation. What is homogeneous? In that equation, if every term has same degree, then that equation is called homogeneous equation. So generally, if you take three variables, a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equal to some d1 or plus d1 is equal to 0, if you take, it will be non-homogeneous. So here degree is 1, here degree is 1, here degree is 1. So if you take constant, the degree is 0. So we should not consider constant. So for homogeneous equations, we doesn't have constant. Okay. So let us take second equation, a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equal to 0. Third will be a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to 0. These are the three linear equations. Okay, here also, if you take a coefficient matrix, that is a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3, and here x is variable matrix, that is xyz. Here constant matrix, that is d is nothing but 0, 0, 0. Okay, so this is nothing but d becomes to null matrix, so it will becomes to ax is equal to, just remember. Okay, see here we cannot get a augmented matrix because by taking a column, this is a 0 matrix, so nothing use. So that's why we won't consider augmented matrix. See, generally for augmented matrix, AD, what is this? A1, B1, C1, D1, A2, B2, C2, D2, A3, B3, C3, D3. This is the augmented matrix for non-homogeneous equations. But for the homogeneous equations, these constants are nothing but zeros. So while considering augmented matrix, that means if instead of considering augmented matrix, directly you consider coefficient matrix only. Okay, directly you consider coefficient matrix only. By using rank, we can decide a system of linear equations for these homogeneous equations, consistent or inconsistent, we can decide. But one thing you remember, very clear analysis, there is no constant means it is obviously passing through origin. Here origin 0, 0, 0. It is xy, that means 3 dimension. 3 dimension we will get a triplet. 0, that is a triplet, means some xyz. In the place of xyz it is 0, 0, 0. So for every every homogeneous equation, zeros are the solution. So it is always, it has always solution. So homogeneous equations are always consistent. It never be inconsistent. Remember, always consistent because of this 0, 0, 0. That means the equations may be going like this. That means they are passing through origin 0, 0, 0, one of the solution. In other words, they may be like this, three equations. But anywhere, somewhere we have origin 0, 0, 0. This is 0, 0, 0, one of the solution. This obvious solution, this clear solution, always solution is called a trivial solution. Trivial solution. What you call? Trivial solution. For suppose, that means trivial solution, if it has unique solution, that is nothing but trivial solution, that is nothing but 0, 0, 0. If it has infinitely many solutions, that may be like this. In that infinitely many solutions, one of the solution is a trivial solution 0, 0, 0, and remaining are non-trivial solutions. Trivial solution means always you consider as 0, 0, 0. Non-trivial solutions means you may have different solutions. But it has always a solution. This homogeneous equations has always solution. That always solution is called a trivial solution. If for suppose they has a unique solution, that is nothing but a trivial solution. So they have infinitely many solution. Except this trivial solution, we have remaining solutions also. Except solution means one of the solution is a trivial solution, and remaining may be like this. All these are solutions only. So that means if you take one number line, all these are nothing but points only. Infinitely many points we can see. So here this is one of the solution, and remaining all are solutions only. Infinitely many solutions means like this only. If you plot the points, that is nothing but a line. Those points are nothing but solutions of that line. Very clear. It is, we will get in 10th class. Of course, you completed in 10th class. Okay. So try to understand. So trivial and non-trivial. So always it has a trivial solution, and if it has infinitely many solutions, those other than 0, 0, 0 is called non-trivial solutions. Okay. Clear? See here. So when these solutions has unique solution and infinitely many solutions, so it is always consistent. First point you should remember. Okay, here if rank of A is equal to rank of AD is equal to 3, because of here 3 by 3 matrix, here also here rank of A is equal to rank of AD. Augmented matrix, it is not formed. Augmented matrix is not formed because all these entries are zeros only. So it is not depends upon augmented matrix. It is just you take rank of A only. It depends upon the coefficient matrix only. If rank of A is equal to 3, it has unique solution. It has unique solution. If rank of A is less than 3, it has infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions. Just remember. But for non-homogeneous equations, rank of A is equal to rank of AD is equal to 3, unique solution. Rank of A is equal to rank of AD less than 3, infinitely many solutions. Rank of A is not equal to rank of AD, no solution. So, but that third possibility not there. That means inconsistent not possible here. That's why third case is not there. So only two cases. And I just inform you one thing. Generally, this is the coefficient matrix. Yes, very clear. It is 3 by 3 matrix only. Okay. For suppose, for the submatrix method, for suppose if you take any 3 by 3 matrix, A is 3 by 3, that A is not equal to 0 itself, directly not equal to 0. What is rank of A? That means rank of A is equal to 3. Yes. If det A is equal to 0, then rank is not 3, less than 3. Yes. Then if det A is equal to 0, then rank of A is less than 3. That may be 2, 1. Yes. If it is a non-zero matrix, you get either 2, rank is 2 or 1. It depends upon the submatrices. Yes. So this is submatrix method. Directly we can say rank of A is equal to 3 when determinant of A is not equal to 0. Rank of A is less than 3 when determinant of A is equal to 0. If rank of A is equal to 3, then this system of linear equations has unique solution directly. So no need to go for echelon form. For non-homogeneous equations, you should go for echelon form. Or I give some different methods. Okay. So if for the homogeneous equations, no need to go for echelon form. If it is need to go to echelon form, it is necessary to go to echelon form, then you go. Otherwise, no need to go to echelon form. Directly you go for determinant of A. If it is not equal to 0, Find, then you say rank of A is equal to 3. If rank of A is equal to 3, it has unique solution. Otherwise, if the rank, that is the determinant of A is equal to 0, then you can say clearly rank of A is less than 3. Then if it has infinitely many solutions. This is very important concept, just to remember. So two ways you can go. You can go through echelon form, no problem. Only take coefficient matrix and go through echelon form. That is one method. Another method is this one. Directly you go for determinant of A is not equal to 0, rank of A is equal to 3. Then it has unique solution. Determinant of A is equal to 0, then rank of A is less than 3. Then it has infinitely many solutions. Okay. So take one example here. The number of values of K. The number of values of K. He is asking about values of K. Number of values of K, not the value of K. Okay. The number of values of K for which the linear equations for which the linear equations 4x plus ky plus 2z is equal to 0 and kx plus 4y plus z is equal to 0. Next 2x plus 2y plus z is equal to 0 possesses a non-zero solution. Possesses a non-zero solution. Options here. First option 1, second option 0, third option 3, fourth option 2. See, here the question, the number of values of K for which the linear equations given. Here you understand, first of all, there is no constant in these three equations. So these are the system of homogeneous equations. Possess a non-zero solution. Possess a non-zero solution in the sense, if suppose if it has a only zero solution, that is nothing but a unique solution, the lines may be like this. Possess a non-zero solution means, so zero solution is obvious, a trivial solution. So non-zero solution means the lines are coincident. So one of the solution is zero solution and other than zero solutions also it has. So remaining infinitely many solutions. So indirectly, so they may ask you question like this: possess a non-zero solution, possess infinitely many solutions, possess non-trivial solutions. All these meanings same only. Okay, so that is the important to remember. If it has only unique solution or only trivial solution, that means it has a unique solution. Remember. Okay, only zero solution or trivial solution means unique solution. Unique solution means that A is not equal to 0. Okay, so infinitely many solutions means that A is equal to 0. That is the important. So I explained this problem in two ways. One is echelon form, another one is determinant form. Which one is better? You can you can choose. Okay, so that is method 1. See here, first direct I am taking A, matrix A. A is equal to 4K2 K41 221. This is matrix A. Since it has a non-zero solution, so what can you say? That A is equal to 0. That means non-zero solution means it has infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions means determinant is equal to 0. So expand it directly. plus minus plus 4 into, leave the row and column passing through 4. 4 ones are 4 minus 2 minus k into, leave the row and column passing through k. K into 1 k minus 2 into 1 2 plus 2 into, leave the row and column passing through 2. 2 into k 2k minus 8 is equal to 0. Simplify. 4 minus 2 2. 2 4s are 8 minus k into k square minus into minus plus 2k plus 2 2s are 4k minus 16 is equal to 0. That means, so all terms, because to make k square positive, all terms transpose that side. So plus k square, 2k plus 4k, 6k, that becomes to minus 6k. 8 minus 16 minus 8. So transfer that side, plus 8 is equal to 0. Factorize it. 1 8s are 8. Okay, 2 4s are 8. So this is nothing but k square minus 4k minus 2k plus 8 is equal to 0. So k common, what you have? K minus 4. Minus 2 common, k minus 4 is equal to 0. Then what can you conclude here? K minus 4 into k minus 2 is equal to 0 if you take k minus 4 common. So this becomes to either k is equal to 4 or k is equal to 2. So how many solutions? 2 solutions. So option is here 4. So if you go for echelon form, same question. See here, matrix is only coefficient matrix, not augmented matrix. Directly you take coefficient matrix and apply the same procedure. Okay, you just make these two entries are zeros by using this one. See here, R2 implies R2 and R1 you have to write. What is the coefficient of, that means position of R1, that is 4. 4 multiply to R2 and k multiply to R1. And R3 implies R3 and R1 you write. Okay, so this is 2 multiply to R1 and 4, that is 2 and 4 here, so no need to interchange. So here 4 is multiple of 2. So you can do one thing. For R3 if you multiply 2 minus R1 if you write, 2 into 2 that is 4 minus 4 you get. This is also one of the way. Okay, so now this is equivalent to, this matrix is first row as it is you write, second row is 4k minus 4k, that is 0. Next one is 4 4s are 16, substitute here 4 here in the place of R2. 4 4s are 16 minus k square, because k into k square. Next one is 4 minus 2k. 4 1 into 4 4, 4 minus 2k. Next R3, 2 2s are 4, 4 minus 4 0. Next 2 substitute here, 2 2s are 4, 4 minus k. Next one, what is here? 2 into 1 2 minus R1, that is 2 minus 2 0. See, you can take here 2 common, of course. Here 16 minus k square means 4 minus k into 4 plus k. Here in the second row you can't common anything. In third row we can take 4 minus k common. We can divide with 4 minus k because this entry is 0 only. Okay, once you check it out, this one. First you simplify this one. 16 minus k square means 4 plus k into 4 minus k. Okay. So this is similar to what you can write, 4k to 0, 4 plus k into 4 minus k. It becomes 2 if you take 2 common. What can you write? 2 minus k enough. This is 0, 4 minus k 0. So we should make this entry is 0 by this one. Actually, here 4 minus k is 1 on. You can take it from third row. If you take 4 minus k common, it will be very simple. Simplest matrix here. Okay, otherwise it may be complicated to you. So just you divide with 4 minus k, third row. And by writing like this also nothing use. So waste of this step. So directly you go for R3 by R3 implies R3 by 4 minus k. Now this is nothing but 4k2 0 16 minus k square 4 minus 2k. So this is 0 1 0. Now we have to do R3 implies R3 and R2 we have to use. So just 16 minus k square multiply to R3. 16 minus k square into R3 minus R2 if you do. So this is equivalent to first row write as it is 4k2, second row 0 16 minus k square 4 minus 2k, third row 0, this is becomes to 0 because 16 minus k square into 1, 16 minus k square minus 16 minus k square 0. It is 0 into 16 minus k square, that is also 0. 0, here I am doing minus of 4 minus 2k. Okay, so what you have? Minus 4 plus 2k. So this is the question. But what he has given, it possesses a non-zero solution. It possesses non-zero solution means the rank of A is less than 3. Rank of A is less than 3 means what we have to consider? Minus 4 plus 2k should be 0. Yes, minus 4 plus 2k is equal to 0 means what can you say? 2k is equal to 4, k is equal to 2. This is the one of the option. Okay. See, but here we got two cases. K is okay. Here we got only k is equal to, but here two values we got. One is 4, another one is 2. Okay. See where you made a mistake. You didn't made anywhere mistake, but we have to observe the every value. So what we have done here, R3 implies R3 by 4 minus k. Here you are dividing with one variable. Okay, here dividing with variable. This is 4 minus k is the variable, and we need to value of this one. Whenever if you want to divide like that, okay, what we have to do? That value is equal to 0. We have to consider one of the value. At last, what we have to consider? 4 minus k also is equal to 0. If you want to divide with variable, that is also one of the value, just remember. Okay, if you want to divide with some 4 2 3 minus 1 minus 2, don't consider. So 4 minus k is equal to 0, so k is equal to 4. These are the two values for this one. So here we have many, this is very difficult and very lengthy. Complication is there, but in this method, determinant method, very easy. So maximum you try to, why I explain this problem means, so I show the difference, what is the difficult, what is the easy, just I explained here. So maximum for homogeneous equations you go for this method only. Okay, so we take one more example. Next example, here if the system of equations if the system of equations 3x plus 2y plus z is equal to, the system of equations x plus 2y, x plus 2y plus 3z is equal to lambda x, and the second equation 3x plus y plus 2z is equal to lambda y, and 2x plus 3y plus z is equal to lambda z has a non-trivial solution. Has non-trivial solution. Then lambda is equal to 3x plus y plus 2z is equal to lambda y. 2x plus 3y plus z is equal to lambda z. It has non-trivial. So then lambda is equal. First option 6. Second option 12. Third option 24. Fourth option 36. See here, for confusing us, they given in the place of constant lambda x, lambda y, lambda z. Don't get confusion. It is also homogeneous equations in 3 variables. When you get homogeneous equations, if you consider the like terms in the same position, x lambda x should be, if you consider as together, 3x y and lambda y and z and lambda z, if you join, then you can understand it is the homogeneous equations only. So however, I can see here this lambda x, if you transpose this side and take x common, then you get 1 minus lambda. So first equation becomes to 1 minus lambda into x plus 2y plus 3z is equal to 0. Second equation becomes to, so y transpose this side, and if you take y common, 1 minus lambda into y plus 2z is equal to 0. If you take z transpose this side, 2x plus 3y plus and z common, then we have 1 minus lambda into z is equal to 0. Now you write the matrix A. A is nothing but here what? 1 minus lambda, 2, 3, 3, 1 minus lambda, 2, 2, 3, 1 minus lambda. See what he has given, same question, has non-trivial solution. If he is asking unique solution or a trivial solution, then you should take a determinant of A is not equal to 0. Mostly they ask for non-trivial solutions only. Okay, so it has a non-trivial solution. So this implies determinant of A is equal to 0. That means it is plus minus plus, expand it. 1 minus lambda into, leave the row and column passing through 1 minus lambda. So 1 minus lambda into 1 minus lambda, 1 minus lambda whole square, minus 2 3s are 6. Next minus 2 into, leave the row and column passing through 2, 3 into 1 minus lambda. Okay, minus 2 2s are 4, plus 3 into, leave the row and column passing through 3, 3 3s are 9, minus 2 into 1 minus lambda is equal to 0. Here 1 minus lambda into, simplify this one, what you have, a minus b whole square formula, a square plus b square minus 2ab, 2 into 1 into lambda, minus 2 lambda, minus 6, minus 2 into 3 minus 3 lambda minus 4, plus 3 into 9 minus 2 into 1, 2, minus into minus plus 2 lambda is equal to 0. Once you check it out, 1 minus lambda into 1 plus lambda square minus 2 lambda minus 6, minus 2 into 3 minus 3 lambda minus 4, plus 3, 9 minus 2 plus 2 lambda. Simplify here again, 1 minus lambda into lambda square minus 2 lambda minus 5, minus 2 into 3 minus 4 minus 1 minus 3 lambda, plus 3 into 9 minus 2, 7 plus 2 lambda is equal to 0. See, this implies 1 minus lambda into lambda square minus 2 lambda minus 5. So 1 into lambda, lambda square, distributive property, first multiply this one with all these 3 terms. Lambda square minus 2 lambda minus 5. Next multiply minus lambda into lambda square minus lambda cube, minus into minus plus 2 lambda square, minus into minus plus 5 lambda. Next this one, minus 2 into minus 1 plus 2 minus 2 into minus 3, that is plus 6 lambda. Next plus 3 into 3 sevens are 21 plus 3 twos are 6 lambda is equal to 0. This implies so here first write highest degree term minus lambda cube plus lambda square plus 2 lambda square plus 3 lambda square. Next minus 2 lambda plus 5 lambda 3 lambda. 3 plus 6 9. 9 plus 6 15 lambda. Next one here minus 5 constant and 21 is one of the constant and 2 is the constant. So 21 minus 5, that is 16 plus 16 plus 2 plus 18 is equal to 0. So if you take minus common from entire equation, lambda cube minus 3 lambda square minus 15 lambda minus 18 is equal to 0. See, it is a cubic equation. We have to verify the options. That is only the best way. Take first option, which is satisfying. That is only our answer. Take first option, 6 cube. That is 6 6 36 or 2. Okay. Lambda is equal to 6. Substitute here. Option 1. Verify. This is the best method for this one. So if you get first option only, then very cool. Otherwise, we have to check it out every option until you get the answer. Okay. 6 cube minus 3 into 6 square minus 15 into 6 minus 18. Once you check it out, 6 6 are 36, 36 6 are 216 minus 6 6 are 36, 36 3s are 108. Yes, something. 36. Yes, 108. Next 15 6 are 10 6 are 60, 5 6 are 30 minus 90 minus 18. So 108 plus 90, 198. 208 plus 8, 216. So this is equal to 216 minus 216. This is becomes to 0. So luckily we got first option only. So this is the way to do the problem. We can go through echelon form also, no problem. You get it easily. Sometimes echelon form will be easy. Sometimes determinant form is easy. Okay, that is your wish. You can go through anyway. Okay. So based on homogeneous equations, so tomorrow you try to do the problems. So now I give you some conceptual applications. So whenever they ask the questions based on concept, now what we are going to discuss that is useful to you for consistent and inconsistent. Okay, so remember this one, very important. See, when the system of equations are consistent, so there are 3 ways in general. Okay, see, for each case we have 3 cases. Consistent, see here, we discussed based on rank. Okay, that is nothing but if rank of A, this is for non-homogeneous equations. If rank of A is equal to rank of AD is equal to 3, then it has, what is that? Unique solution. It is consistent and unique solution. We discussed about this one. Actually, this is based on rank, but we explained two more methods, that is Cramer's method and matrix inversion method. Gauss-Jordan is there, but that is not useful for objective. So in offline I will explain. Okay, so that is different method. So that based on that one we won't discuss any objective problems. So in offline when we are preparing for IP exams, we will explain at that time. Okay, so until no need. So just you remember, if rank of A is equal to rank of AD is equal to 3, then it has unique solution. Okay, non-homogeneous equations. In other words, if determinant of A, this is first case. Second one, if det A is not equal to 0, okay, det A is not equal to 0, then and if determinant of A is not equal to 0, according to Cramer's method, that is nothing but delta. If delta is equal to determinant of A, you can understand coefficient matrix. Here AD is augmented matrix. If delta is not equal to 0, single way, then it has unique solution only. It is consistent and has unique solution. Same for if you whenever you go for that is either Cramer's method or matrix inversion method. According to matrix inversion method also, if delta at there we won't use delta, we say only determinant of A. If determinant of A is not equal to 0, according to this is Cramer's. This is matrix inversion. Obviously, it has unique solution only. Okay. Next, second case, inconsistent. We have infinitely many solutions. When we have infinitely many solutions, see here. First case, according to rank method, if rank of A is equal to rank of AD is less than 3, then it has infinitely many solutions. According to Cramer's method, if delta, that is nothing but determinant of A, is equal to 0, in case if delta A is not equal to 0, it has unique solution, consistent. If is equal to 0, there are two cases. If delta is equal to 0, it may be consistent or inconsistent. If it is consistent, means it is infinitely many solutions. When it has infinitely many solutions, means delta is equal to 0 and delta 1 is equal to, delta 2 is equal to, delta 3, all are zeros. Because of x is equal to what formula? Delta 1 by delta. Y is equal to delta 2 by delta. Z is equal to delta 3 by delta. If denominator is 0, if all numerators also zeros, for x, y, z numerators, all are zeros, then it has infinitely many solutions. Okay. Now third one, according to what is that? Matrix inversion method. Okay, matrix inversion method. If determinant of A is equal to 0, that is, it is a singular matrix. Non-singular means automatically unique solution. Is equal to 0. Generally, we have the formula. What is x? X is equal to what here? A inverse of D. Yes? Correct or not? See here. Here A inverse is nothing but what? 1 by det A into adjoint of A. Yes? See, whenever if the determinant of A is equal to 0, then adjoint of A into D, this multiplication. So A inverse into D means 1 by det A into adjoint of D. If this multiplication adjoint of A into D becomes to 0, then obviously it has infinitely many solutions. And adjoint of A into D, this multiplication is a zero matrix. Obviously it has infinitely many solutions. Okay, next last case. Here infinitely many solutions in the sense dependent, and that system is called dependent system. Just remember, dependent, the system is called, whenever you have infinitely many solutions, in other words we can say independent. Sometimes they may give 3 equations and the given equations are dependent, Then find the something he is asking, lambda x, so something what may be. Okay, so dependent in the sense infinitely many solutions, remember. So next one is inconsistent. So this is one of the case, no solution. In rank method we know very well, that is first one is if rank of A is not equal to rank of AD, then it has no solution, inconsistent. Second case, according to Cramer's method, if delta in the sense determinant of coefficient matrix is equal to 0, even is equal to 0, and at least one of delta 1, delta 2, delta 3 is non-zeros, and at least here at least means just to understand, here x is equal to delta 1 by delta, y is equal to delta 2 by delta, z is equal to delta 3 by delta. If delta is equal to 0, all of them are zeros, it has infinitely many solution. At least one of them is non-zero. At least one of them means one is non-zero, or two are non-zeros, or all three are non-zeros. Non-zeros means some except 0, any other number if we get, for lambda delta 1, delta 2, delta 3, it has no solution. Okay, and at least one of delta 1, delta 2 or delta 3 are non-zeros, then it has no solution. Third case, according to matrix inversion method, if determinant of A is equal to 0 and here adjoint of A into D is not equal to 0, and adjoint of A into D is not equal to 0, here at least one of them is non-zero, here only one product is there, that product should not be zero matrix, then it has no solution, remember. Okay, this is very, very important. Sometimes they may ask you based on the concepts. If they given like this, for the given system of equations, determinant of coefficient matrix is equal to 0, and according to Cramer's method, lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3 all are zeros, then number of solutions, they may ask you one unique solution, infinitely many solution, no solution, or none of these. So like that they may ask you based on the concept. So these are very, very useful to you. Okay, please copy it.